Hey everybody, I am Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger, and welcome to today's Marlene Chats. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about growing up as the 10th child and what that was like. And we're going to be doing more of these videos, so be sure to hit the like and leave me a comment below. So yes, I am the youngest of 10 children. I have 9 siblings. Three are already deceased, and right now I have wow, I have 6 siblings that are still living. And in that, of course, I'm number 10. I'm a girl, and I have other siblings. Right now, I have my oldest sibling. My oldest sibling is a girl, is my sister. Then I have sister, it's sister, 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 brother, sister, brother. So I had to think about that for a second, but that's what it is right now. Those are my living siblings. And let's talk about growing up as the youngest of 10. When I was a little kid, I used to always feel like I wasn't special or important because in my family, and I'm only speaking for my family, I'm not speaking for yours, but in my family, it was always the importance was you were never old enough. You could never do anything. You're always too young, too small, too little, never knew enough, or on top of that, also being a girl. And I think that is more geared towards being Caribbean. And when you're Caribbean, it's just a thing that girls can't do things by themselves, that they have to either be with their dad or their brothers or cousins or somebody else. But as a girl child, you can't do anything on your own. But that's how it was growing up. And for some people, it's like when you're the youngest that you're spoiled. But in my personal opinion, I don't feel that I was spoiled. I think when you're the youngest, you get to see all of the decisions that your siblings made, good, bad, and ugly. And it caused me to do a lot of thinking about my future, what I wanted financially, what I wanted romantically, what I wanted just in general in my life, because I think everything that happens in life happens to teach us, to grow us, and to find out what do I personally want to do. And I finally feel like I'm in this space of my years of living, that I'm finally in a good space in my life of not blaming my past, not blaming my siblings or my parents, that I'm finally in the space of self-acceptance. And when you come from a big family, I always had those, what do you call it? Inferiority complexes, because of the way that I was raised. It was always like, you should be like your brother or you should be like your sister. And when you have multiple, it took me a long time to come to the space of not trying to be like my brothers or not trying to be like my sisters or my parents, but learning finally to just be like me and learning to love myself. But growing up as the youngest of 10, it was interesting. We, like lots of people, we had our family issues, we had our problems. There was many times where we didn't have a lot, but one thing is that my mother and my father worked. They provided for, sorry guys, my allergies are going crazy. They provided for their children, and they did so in the best way possible. And I'm really proud of my parents, because I'm sure that it wasn't easy to be having so much children and doing the best that they could. And I believe that my mother and my father did the absolute best that they could. But when you're growing up in that environment, I always felt that I wasn't seen, heard, loved, important. And I spent so many years of my life feeling worthless, feeling unseen, and like nobody cares about me. But now, as I've gotten older and I've worked on myself, I've just come to the space of there was just too many of us, and there was only so much that my mother and my father could do. Just like maybe, I don't know your situation that you're tuning in, Gems, but did you grow up in a big family? And did you feel seen and heard and loved? Now that I've come to the space of healing and working on myself in therapy, I can finally say that there were some things that I assumed. There's some things that I just didn't understand, because some things you don't understand until you become an adult and have responsibilities and bills and etc. But when you're young, the only thing that mattered to me when I was younger, because it's my love language, I needed quality time. I'm still that person. I am a person, I need quality time. And I think I was very needy in that space of wanting my mother or my father's quality time, and they were stretched thin. They just couldn't give me alone me time. And I think that transferred as to the reason why I'm so big on personal time with the people that I love and not just group efforts. And I know that my mom and my father did the best that they could, but I just always have felt like I wish I had more me time with my parents, but they can only do the best that they can do. And I know that. But growing up as number 10, and it was many times of we had a lot of stress and confusion, but also one thing that we had was we were all together, and that's something that is not the case for many people. I'm learning as I'm getting older to look at what were the benefits, what were the things that was a blessing. I had both my mother and my father growing up, and I had all my siblings together, minus one of them. But I saw that sibling from time to time, and it wasn't the best upbringing. I think every family has things that they could work on or be better. But one thing, being an adult now, I'm grateful that I knew all of my siblings. And the thing about it is now, as an adult, it's our responsibility to work on what didn't work in our childhood. So I'm going to pause and leave that right there. And I think on the next video, I want to talk about mental health and mental health in my childhood. And then I'm going to separate to mental health in my adulthood on another video. So how did you guys grow up, Gems family? Did you come from a big family? Do you have lots of siblings, or are you an only child? And did you have your mom and your father in the home, or were you raised by grandparents, aunts and uncles, or were you adopted? I just want to know, because I'm trying my best to let get my community to get to know me. And I'm going to be doing these videos little by little, talking about things so you guys can get to know your girl, Marlene. I am Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger and life coach. I hope you got to know just a little bit more about my upbringing. If you have some comments and something you want to know in the comment section, let me know. Maybe I may feature your question on the next Marlene Chats. And you know what I say over here on Life with Marlene. Love your life and live your life.